All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda or Shay Seeking, and I'm back. And so, all right. I guess I've just been sitting here, right? Again, listening to the truth. This is why I think I don't know, I'll just talk for myself. That people just hate the truth. I didn't realize that. I've been realized it. But I think in these days and these hours, right? These seemingly final hours for folly. Or days or years, whatever. It's hated even more. Not even is the truth hated, it's the people that carry it. You know, those that are going to be persecuted for the word of God. Because a lot of people say that that's what they believe in, but I just ask them which one it is. So this is very important to me because we're talking about thrones. Forever thrones. What does it say? Your potential is endless, and so is that throne. That crown, no one can take that away. That crown, that corona. Especially when we're talking about, again, the emperor and the empress. I already had him pulled out because this is who we're about to talk about, right? There are many high priestesses. It's just this one pictured here with the B and the J, right? With these seeds seemingly fruitful. It's kind of like the seeds are behind her. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's her her past, or her, you know, got vines, leaves, plants, fruit, you know, very fruitful, right? It's not like all around her or anything like that. They're behind her. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It just makes me think generations, ancestors, that type of energy. It's still abundant, right? Because at that time, you know, the moon was under her feet. But somehow the moon, you know, rose above, I feel. I think it's the working of man, right? I'm trying to find my empress. And she's not here. I'm just in chill mode tonight. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go into the Keeper and the Gods and talk a couple things, right? So again, there's her crown. The most unique crown in the deck. I think this is 12 stars, which makes me think about Revelations. She's also in a white dress, but there is a lot of things on her dress here. Red always usually represents earth to me, but there is a little bit of water here. It's kind of like on the train of her, you know. You see what I'm saying? It's like on the train. It's like past energy, but now, you know what I'm saying? Since, you know, a lot of people like to, you know, try to play that foreign energy because they're really not, you know, seeing the whole picture. Some of us dabble in law, some of us dabble in this story, and some of us go all the way back. Some of us tap into those Akashic records really, and we just really go back. But again, you would have to be those first families in order to do that, which they may call reptilian, which again just means very ancient to me. But again, no one can, and she does have her scepter here. That's never going to leave her either. You notice most other images of these caricatures in the deck, they have something in both their hands. But she has her hand on her thigh. But it almost looks like there's something on up her sleeve. And she just has her scepter and her crown, which is different than any other crown in the deck, except for the High Priestess. Which again, I feel like represents the Pearl of God or the Oracle of God energy, even though there are other, priestesses. But I think the Most High Priestess is that Most High self. Can many tap into it? Possibly, right? But I know in the text it says the Oracle of God. That would probably be, that gives me Hathor energy. Even looking at this image here. Defend to the end the worthwhile. She has that wise owl on top of her head. This almost looks like one of the, headdresses of a pharaoh to a certain extent, but she also has the owl on top of her head. And again, these cards are just the same ones here. She feels and she knows. It's funny how she has like a more Asiatic or Asian look to her, but she also has that peacock feather right there on her temple. Again, which represent royalty in my eyes, in many eyes. I'm wondering why, and it brings me back to also Bilquis energy. It brings me back to a different energy as well. Because again, I don't know. It just brings me back to that energy. Seminole, I don't know why I'm hearing Seminole. It just brings me back like that to the southern, southeastern part of the Americas. But then again, I do know that the borders of these states were different back then. So Florida was much bigger, I believe. The Carolinas, it was just a lot different. It was were more expanded. Just different things like that I think about, right? So again, we have these rams or goats, which makes me think about Ramses. And then the goats and rams that you see in ancient Egypt. But we're going to tap into these cards in a second. So I'm hearing something like fragmented or something. So I really already know that the crown has been broken down. You know what I'm saying? Into many pieces. And again, like I said, when it comes to a crown, I also see this as a sense of a crown. Also like a, what do you call it? Being baptized, right? Because again, I see a more one way of baptizing, making something clean. Washington, D.C., George Washington Bruton. Like, I look at these things because again, a lot of people say that these people got their names from, that our ancestors got our names from slave masters. But again, who were those first slave masters? Those were our people here. Even pharaohs, right? Taking in prisoners, or again, people that were coming into our land and and bringing them in, grafting them into their societies, but treating them fairly, the same way that they would treat any other commoner energy. There was no such thing as that Dalit or the undesirable, untouchable, latrine cleaner peoples. They were all one. So again, what is it? By the 18th dynasty, it was already so-called whitewashed. That's the 1800s. That's when we actually really went into a form of being prisoners of war, is what I see from the research that I've obtained. So again, there's one way of looking at baptism, but again, it's just my way of seeing, through looking at this through a lens of mythology, folklore, the ancient Mesopotamian, Egypt, just looking at all of those different things. There's more sensual or sexual, when it comes to that sense, things that are going on in this text. So this cup does remind me of a cup overflowing. In a sense of like even the Empress with the waterfall, with the Nile here, right? With this river coming down and overflowing and coming up into her dress here. It makes me think about ovulation as well. What we'll go ahead and just say. And how they tried to flip and twist it in the text about, you know, a dirty, like a menstrual being dirty and things like this. But then again, after that comes ovulation. And the river is usually flowing. I'm just saying. So I see two different forms of baptismal or that type of thing going on. So again, this makes me think about being anointed or receiving that oil or whatnot. The cup overflowing mentally, and also, again, like I said, physically, when it deals with the sacral energy that is included. This is just how I see it. Looking at it from a dual nature. Again, the high priestess this is water wrapped around her as well. And it's just, you see how this is like a kind of like a waterfall, and it's like this is flowing into the moon. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like there's a demon or something. Every time I see this, it's like a demon sitting on top of that moon. Even though, you know what I'm saying, it might be something else, but you know, it's almost like something is coming off of this. Look at this. Look at it. It's like something is coming off of it, and it's like standing on something, and it's kind of like this is like a straw or something. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? It's like a ciphering kind of device or something. And this actually is going up into her dress. Because I was looking into some stuff about black magic and, you know, different spells people use, like miscarriage spells, and like some of the sickening things that people are possibly doing today that you don't even, you know what I'm saying, that you would never think, or that they might even be doing, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if they're doing it subconsciously or what, but I just been seeing, reading and hearing and feeling and sensing so many different things. Again, with this third party energy, one is fruitful. This one is bland. And she's covered with the sun, gold. All this abundance is on this side. She's even holding it in her hand. This abundance that's coming from her, I'm telling you, is coming around to the side. It's still her abundance. But again, this person has their hand on her thigh. The younger version of. And I'm telling you, this has to do with this whole thing with immigration and all this stuff. And again, so going into hermit mode and listening, right, is what helps me. Because at first I feel, I sense, I know, right? And then I go there. Ooh, what did it say? Come to life. and start painting a picture of the body or with the body, because I feel like other people are connected as well and they do the same thing. So again, it's something with the body is healing, right? Because again, we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are that legacy of light. We are those light bearer energies. So it's just very funny, I guess, when I start looking at this and I'm wondering why these cards are still sitting here, and Source got me still having these cards sitting here like the way that they are. Because again, there's supposed to be unions going on, which I feel like they already have. And we're going to talk about this in the Keeper and the Goddess as well. I just wonder if everybody is in their rightful place, right? Because of all of the witchcraft and stuff like this. And even, like I said, with man, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I looked at this earlier, I was thinking about how there's a Senator Blackburn, I believe is her name. And she kept on, it was just this thing that she kept saying about there's a fence around the White House. There's a fence around the White House and a fence around for protection or whatever. But then it also made me think about, like I said, this is a white, you know, castle. It's like a mountainous thing or whatever. And then right here, you know, this is almost like a fence, but it's broken. Like it's making me think even just something just said broken borders. You see what I'm saying? Just acting as though it's protected, but you're leaving a piece open here. And it's reminding me of what we were reading in a text the other day about when I think it was Solomon that came, or whoever, to build on their temple or create their temple. And it made me think, was it building on it, or was it, again, because you would think that with the Afghan energy and what happened, you would think that, again, somebody was coming in to help those people prepare for something. But then again, was it to prepare because we're dealing with God-fearing forces? That just means, you know, people that's playing God in the government in that energy, right? So again, and they were actually, instead of healing it, or was healing it at one time and then decided to bind and blind the energy. I don't know. I feel like that. I feel like the Sekhmet energy was here again about 2 years ago, and I feel like they came in and turned Sekhmet into a house cat. It's a mental prison. This gives me mental prison. Also, hands tied. My hands being just because I've lived this. This is what you do to people in a mental asylum. But these days, you don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to do, they can just send signals. They can just do these certain things, right? Mess with your crown or your corona again. And then that's damaging. That can lead to brain damage. It can lead to a form of a disabling, a disability. Because I feel like we're going to talk about, and I'm doing all these cards here so we can talk about what's going on in the Keeper and the Goddess. And this is what I feel like we're talking about, where I guess, in a sense, God had to come down personally, right? A living God had to intervene or interfere to heal something that was done. Because the elders of Zion wanted to, again, cover up something that they had done. Possibly to the sun, by way of the moon, within the community. That's supposed to be about unity. This is my War in Heaven card. War amongst the angels, war in heaven, war, period. Some type of, again, I was supposed to go back into Jacob's trouble, but you know what I'm saying? Some kind of tumultuous energy. It's funny that they keep talking about this thing, and I think even Biden addressed it about some kind of parade or something that someone drove into. And it just makes me think, in Wisconsin. Some may say somewhere by Jerusalem in the Americas. Again, justice, this is all we keep on talking about here. So again, the Wheel of Fortune, and this is what I'm saying. People are trying to use black magic and sorcery and things in order to change this for certain people using very dirty work. These are just individuals that I think they want to make people sick in the head, but they're actually sick in the head. They wish that they can be some of us that are of that light, that pure light that we're going to talk about here. So again, the Temperance card, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this it's kind of like a, it's like somebody's trying to balance something out, but also, you know what I'm saying? It gives me like temp, you know, I don't know. It just, I don't know. It like the wings are red, like temptation to even make something hot, or, you know what I'm saying? Mix something up, or I don't know. But again, that foot is on that land and that water. But that crown is sitting back here on this mountain. And then there's this path here, right? But also, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I see alchemy when I see these cups mixing. Now, again, this could be, some of us, you know, are connected to source. And again, you don't even know. You have to be careful with your thoughts, your words, what you say, how you think. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things that are already within you, you know what I'm saying, that can end up, you know, being used to protect you or something. Most people are in a pure, most of those people that have those particular gifts, I feel, are pure enough at heart, and that's why they're able to have those. And I think that if you know, use them the wrong way, you can lose them, but then you're going to be looking for someone that has those particular gifts in order to carry on. And this is where we get succubus energy and all these other type of energies that we're going to be talking about when it comes to Makeda, which is the woman that actually put the spell on Solomon, and I think went on to try to take Sheba's place in the 3D energy. It could be another way, but again, this is what I speak on my channel, because nobody is perfectly right. Nobody has all the answers. I only speak on what I know and what direct messages I get, because I don't like to go messing around in other places, because it is something I feel like I'm healing. I feel like something has been done to my pineal, in a sense. Again, even a portion of it removed, because if we notice here that this Empress, right? This tree, I don't care what you say. We could call it an acorn, corn, the tip of corn. We can call it, you know what I'm saying? There's another type of fruit or vegetable or something that's in South America that I did a video on a while ago. I can't remember, that this represents artichoke, you know, whatever. But we're talking about the same thing. It's just different parts of the world where it would have been called something or something slightly different. And her heart is, again, not on her sleeve, right? It's not on her. It's set to the side here. And they might even call this a feminist card, but it's not. Even with this red cloak here, wow. It's almost like, looks like the Emperor's cloak that she's sitting on. Because the Empress has to embody many different characters, many different gifts, many different something. She has that also that female intuition. That's why people don't like her. That's why the world wants to cull her. That's why the world doesn't want to listen to her. That's why. So they mix things up, change things up using, you know, sometimes I look at mass media as sorcery. They can get you to believe or see or think anything, you know what I'm saying? And then again, have people act out on them. Things, right? I don't know why I just thought Sneaky Pete, but I'm wondering if this is what we're dealing with some of these energies that we're going to be talking about. So let's go ahead and start reading here. Okay. So again, I wanted to go into this because I feel like there's a lot of energy going on about the who's, what, you know what I'm saying? And again, when it comes to any of these things, such as like, you know what I'm saying? I think people just doubt you or me or whoever that might be in this energy a lot. Not that you're conceited or anything, but just like sure of yourself, your information, yourself, but like loving yourself and also able to love on others. Again, look, the Lovers, right? Not having to hate or shame other people because they have certain gifts that you don't, or they're getting some type of gift or something and you haven't had yours come in, you know, enough to not want to manipulate things, right? To go into people's favor, you know what I'm saying? Because they see something that you got and they want it, like sometimes including your whole entire fucking family. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit like that. People that you looked at or you might have respected at one point in time, but again, jealousy, envy, strife, and all of these things can get in the way. Where people want to talk about your appearance or, you know, these things. Like a lot of these things people shouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's like who's giving these people the details? Like what is going on here? And then a lot of it, like I said, I feel like it's spiritual. It's not just physical, it's spiritual, it's emotional. You know what I'm saying? It's all of these things. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying about, again, the wand energy and then the cup, the ace of wands and then the ace of, the ace of wands, right? And then is it the ace of, let's see, the ace of wands and the ace of cups, I believe it is. Okay. That energy, I don't know, it represents like that peak, right? Oh, I didn't even think about that at first, right? Yeah, I mean, like even he's sitting on a peak, a mountain peak. It's a lot of things going through my mind, but like I can't just say all of those things. I can't. I mean, but I'm just saying it is what it is. But again, you know, y'all just gonna have to read between the lines a little bit, right? Queen of Cups. I don't know why I think of Manifest Destiny when I see this one. The fact that the boy in here has this fish, the fact that she has white and blue on her attire makes me think, and then the shell energy here makes me think about Venus. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have the pearl, you know what I'm saying, like a high priestess, but, you know, a Queen of Cups could definitely, to me, be a high priestess. You know what I'm saying? Right? So again, mermaid energy here. She's at the seashore. Sally sells, she sails at the seashore, right? And she's seeing something in this thing here, right? So again, could there be seer, you know, energy when it comes to the Queen of Cups, right? But see how she has her toe dipped in that water too. So who's giving her her vision possibly? This looked like one of them bookshelves in the White House. Who's giving, and that's what I'm saying, who's giving it to her, right? If she has this mechanism here. Looks a lot like those crowns that, again, I think Merkita has one on her head. What I said, some of these sometimes remind me of some kind of antennae. Again, look, it's like her crown is not like the other crowns. It's like a metal compartment or something. Do you see what I'm saying here? And it's almost like this is almost like a carousel. It's almost like even like maybe these are the zodiac signs or something on there. But it's like she has this tool. I mean, it's almost like an arc energy because, you know, you got the two, you know what I'm saying? Because I think we're going to talk about the tabernacle here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like and look how pissed. Hold on. That is so scary. It just sent a chill actually through my chest. Okay. Okay. Through my soul. Okay. Hold on. All right. All right. Okay. So, okay, and then, so the Queen of Cups, okay? So, again, okay, the wand, I'm thinking about the wand going into the cup and, right? Some form of some kind of enlightenment or something because of the fact that, again, these are mermaids sitting up here. So, yes, this has something to do with the water energy. More water than earth. There's only a little tiny bit of earth here on her. I'm telling y'all better be skeptical of some of these. And look how mad she is. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that just creeped me out because this is the energy I feel. This is the energy I feel. You know, this is making me think of spying. This is making me think about monitoring spirits. This is making me think this is giving me that energy. And I'm telling y'all, hold on, we're gonna read up in here real quick because we're gonna look at all this real quick. Ooh wee. No, see, why? Why? It's almost like the moon. Okay, I'm about to go into it, okay? Look at all this white and blue in this energy here. It's almost like trading. Look at this. Hold on. You see what I'm saying? How she's binded and bound by white with these white straps, with these white things. And look at this here. All this white and blue. But she's draped in red. This is earth energy, blood energy. But you got all this white and blue over here. This is making me think, like I said, of sea energy. And the moon is right up in here. And look, this moon right up over here, her, right? All stale and pale looking, right? And she got these swords here. She has to protect herself almost in this image. Mentally. Because her sight, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, with this thing around her eyes. And with the swords. The only thing is, look, the dry land that's appearing back here and behind her. That's the same color of the sand, it's still sand energy here. And all these swords, you know what I'm saying, are kind of like white, right? The ribbon. And again, she's clothed in red though. There was another energy that I wanted to pick up on here. Like y'all know here, we're not doing a reading or anything like that. We're using these cards when it comes to the biblical text and that energy here, right? Even if you look at the King of Swords. Now I'm saying all of us are a mixture of some of these. Many of us are. Okay, if you want to get mad or whatever, you don't want to admit to it, whatever. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? At least the people I know, I'm talking about, that try to act like they don't have, like they got amnesia, that they already know that they got this shit in their bloodline. And be trying to pretend like, oh, it's just everybody else. But again, this person is still in the clouds. This is like a spying energy to me. It's almost like, not even though, because she's still grounded here. But it's almost like, again, there's a cloud behind her. It's almost like because it's not naturally sitting up on high, right? She's really not naturally sitting up on high. You know what I'm saying? But these clouds are around about. They're down low, almost like something from on high is down on the earth observing. I mean, this is just almost what I'm getting here. And also so that this person, like I see metamorphosis here. I see a person, some being or something right here touching her, touching him was the king, right? But this is a pale energy. This is, you know what I'm saying? It's like doing, it's almost, oh, and there's something else look like it's on this shoulder, right? But look at that. And then it's like a metamorphosis though. And then above his head, right? I mean, it's almost seemed like this is 4 faces here, actually. You see? Kissing, look. Or girls facing each other. This is almost what these wings look like here. 4. And then the one above. So again, I don't know if this represents the 4. I'm hearing the 4 rivers here. Right? So again, they're in denial. The Nile was the longest river. And again, the Empress is the most, which is behind the Empress in my point of view. Okay, or from what I see. And again, that would be the most abundant energy I feel in the whole deck, if you want to just be honest. Because even the emperor, he's on top of a mountain too, right? But there's no abundance. And these also look kind of like antennas, or like, y'all, have y'all seen those fake palm trees in different places or whatever that are actually some kind of, you know, what do I want to say? Because people were complaining about having these things in their neighborhoods. Y'all know the 5G towers. And then even this is me, you know, it made me think about a TV. You know, back in the day when you had that TV that you had to turn the knob or whatever and the screen go like this sometimes. It's really cold and bare. There's really nothing there like a greenery or anything like that. Again, it gives me, again, if this is to cut somebody off, ain't nothing to cut a bitch off, right? Again, now these things don't have to happen this way. This is just having a different way of looking at this whole thing. It's using the gifts that we have within, which is the road to heaven in my eyes. All right. In order to see, because we are the light bearers. We are the ones that are going to dream dreams and have visions and all these things in these times. Just is what it is. All right. So again, I'm just going in on this real quick just to see. So let's just go into these words real quick, because that's what's going to go ahead and give me what I really need here. I really wanted to find that. Yeah, I need to find the moon card, because I think it's going to talk about Canaan. Canaan energy here. You know what? I think with all this stuff that's going on, it just seems like a tower moment for the world right now. Oh my goodness, where's my moon card? Yeah, it'd be funny. That's the card that's missing, huh? Hold on, I got something for you. Again, we just like here. You know what I'm saying? You could fast forward it, come back, whatever you want to do with it. All right. Let's see if I can find another one. I hope y'all doing all right. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just in one of those moods where I'm kind of like low-key chilling, right? But I'm just like, I don't know. I think sources want me to, you know what I'm saying, say something. And it's definitely, again, about this Marquita energy, which I feel like is something that already missed, but I think it's prominent right now. Because, again, it just goes to show about this whole energy. Like I had this aha moment last night about one of these build-a-bitches, right? That didn't been built, right? Okay, this is close enough. Yeah, here it is. Okay. That are going to be used to bring down the true children, right? Or they're going to try to use them to bring down the true children, okay? Uh-oh, I don't want to drop these. Okay, let's see. All right, I was hoping to find the other one too, but I can't find it here. All right. So again, when we look at the moon card, remember I told y'all, I feel like this Queen of Swords, is it? No, the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, this is the spot. Because again, this is a universal message. There's probably other feminines out there, or divine feminines, or again, empresses, whatever, that are, I mean, high priestesses or whatever, that might be going through this energy here. The Empress card to me is the Christ energy. The Emperor card to me is Yeshua energy. It just is. Like the Almighty or the Most High beings in a certain time. It could be a different person every time this particular thing happens, but that's just how I see it. Using this for the biblical purposes that I'm using it for. Again, I mean, it's almost like this her same face. You know what I'm saying? Because again, okay, the moon is illuminated, right? The moon is in the front here, but the sun was giving light to the moon. How? Because this is the moon spying on. Now, I'm not even asking the question. I'm saying it is what it is. Because I done seen it and sensed it with my own eye. I have eyes to see and ears to hear. So all somebody got to do is talk. That's why a lot of people probably don't talk that much no more. Because again, the moon is, is one of my favorite luminaries as well. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, again, certain sense, some go to the moon energy, but I'm thinking for what? Right? Because sometime probably about 6 months ago, it was a lot of that energy, like going to the moon. And I'm thinking, I started to see like a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Truman was seeing all these little, that's my nose ring, y'all. Like Truman was seeing all those little things, right? He was starting to get like little clues and stuff and hear people saying stuff like, why would you just say that? You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of energy here. Because it does give a concealing energy. And again, it's concealing something, right? Or changing, even altering, right? The way that the sun looks. And then we have the Canaan energy here. Like I said, and for me, this is Scorpio energy. Again, with this road to some kind of redemption or road to some kind of mountain or something like that. In between these two pillars, right? Where I feel like the entity that they killed in between the two pillars is the sun. And look at these little pieces breaking off, right? Which I feel like are mana, because they're white in this card. Oh no, they're yellow. Okay, they're yellow. Which I look at as mana, right? But it looks like the moon is pissed off because, again, maybe it was trying to conceal the sun, right? But again, the mana is still dropping, right? I don't know, y'all. I just see it that way, all right? So let's go ahead and read what it's saying in here to see if we just seeing anything here. And what we seeing here and for what reasons. Because I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like there's a whole bunch of this going on. Standing on the sun. The boots is like the sands of the sea. Red skin on his clothing here. You know what I'm saying? Got that gold cup or chalice or whatever with the fish talking. Again, I'm getting Fisher of Men energy here. Fisher of Man is just someone collecting, energy of men or mankind in a sense, right? And again, his head is covered with the waters. So again, this is foreign energy. All right. So I'm just going to pick one of these Aboriginal cards before we go ahead and read this. And then I just want to read. I just been wanting to read. I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I got to read. All right. Discretion. Friendships are fantastic when there is equality in the relationship. Maybe it's time to undertake a quick audit of your friendships to ensure they are reciprocal. Because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of energy around me is like people wanting me to take in people as friends. But I'm just thinking like, I ain't never friends with this person. Why people keep saying this? Why I don't like when people match up my energy with friendship and that is not the case. I don't know. It's just weird. So then you have to question what the hell is really people really doing. You know what I'm saying? So again, we're going to go ahead and read this, The Keeper and the Gods. We're going to start in 54 and go ahead and read this small portion right here. And then I'm going to come back with a part 2. Like I said, I'm just seeing, like I said, I just started to see some of these women and with a trifling ways. And again, how women can use, you know what I'm saying, that viper or serpent even energy, in order to, manipulate things. I'm sorry, there's some paint on my shirt or whatever. So again, to manipulate things. And I feel like it's something like it just, again, I want to be able to share things like this. And I did a video on this a while back, right? And it was just like cut straight to the point, only like 30 minutes, I believe. And for some reason, you know what I'm saying, I noticed that people were saying that they can't hear. And I'm thinking, now I know good and damn well that I checked this video before I put it up and you could hear. And for some reason, you know what I'm saying, I did go back to the video. You can't hear no sound. You can't hear no sound. And I'm thinking like, what in the heck? That is so strange. Because, I already know that some of this stuff is dealing with higher up energy here, right? So they're going to be talking about, again, how lady like Makita or whatever was manipulating or using witchcraft and things on, or something like it, right, on Solomon. And it's funny how, look, what did we just see with that queen? She was holding something in her hand. You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't think it's going to look like this, but again, it's making me think surveillance. These angels here are kind of just looking in at this, that kind of look like the sun or some kind of light. And again, look at this, like, look like the same thing on the Ace of Cups, that communion cracker looking energy here. And this chapter is talking about, again, how that's how, you know, that Makita was doing some type of something work on Solomon, right? And it's funny because I showed this image, right, of this person right here that was very similar to a person, right? Again, you see this metal thing on her head? Look at the same thing. It's the same thing. Almost this thing is even like the same thing that's in the damn hand of that queen. And this tripped me out when I was reading this, right? Because this woman, again, I believe in so-called reincarnation. I believe in AI. AI is in the Bible. And I do believe, again, some of us can look just like some of our ancestors. And I feel like, again, when I seen this picture right here, this tripped me out because it looked just like, you know, it gave me May's energy off of Lucifer, right? And we know that she had a hard time, a rough life, and all these other things or whatever. But, you know, she wasn't really evil, you know what I'm saying? And she was, you know, getting closer to mankind or humans, you know, and being around angels and stuff kind of formed her into the woman, you know, that she was or whatever afterwards, right? But she was really close with Amenadel and Lucifer, and she had been with them both in some kind of ways, right? It's funny because her clothing or her attire in that show reminded me of this girl that was a friend of mine on Facebook, and she looked exactly like this. And if y'all in the so-called indigenous community or anybody that is really talking about any kind of movements that's going on within the communities, maybe you know a girl that looked like this, right? So I'm looking around on Facebook last night because something came up about something was going on, right? And then it was like a whole bunch of Virgo energy. And so I go up on this person page and I noticed that they posted stuff about Virgo energy. And I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying? What is we talking about? It just so happens, I know I heard this person saying that they did some kind of spell before. It just so happens that it seems like, you know, whatever I'm doing, it seems like this person is doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking like, what the hell is going on? I mean, it just so happened that actually we had words. When I really didn't have anybody to talk to, you know what I'm saying? We kind of like connected briefly. Actually, a phone conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking this is so weird. I'm telling y'all. And it just so happened to be about a conversation about a masculine energy. And ever since that, everything with this whole connection went downhill. I couldn't figure out if the masculines already had something to do with this energy, and then her connecting with me had something to do with some kind of binding, or if I was already connected to these masculine energies, but I kept seeing her attached to them. And I'm thinking, why? Did she go after? And you know what I'm saying? Like try something after? Like, I don't know. But again, it was really deep conversation. You know, we both said we felt like we probably knew each other from a past lifetime. So there's nothing crazy about it. We both was like on the same thing or whatever. And I really felt that way. I really felt that way, but I felt some kind of way afterwards. I felt replica energy. I felt build a bitch energy. And we remember, I mean, if you watch Lucifer, you'll see Maze really wanted to be like the detective for a second. She wanted to be like, too, Ella, right? Because I think about, you know, Ella as like even that higher scope, right? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the detective, like the detective was the detective, but it really wasn't no detective like that if it wasn't for Ella. And you remember Ella had the closest connection with God when God came down. But I always look at it, when we look at these shows and episodes with sevens, I always look at it as chakras. Because I can see, you know what I'm saying, the energy coming in and out of my life like that. And I can see also, you know what I'm saying, how it works on those television shows. When she was trying to like find herself because she was empty, because she was a demon, you know, and she was trying to ask God to give her a soul. And I'm wondering, damn, if somebody want my motherfucking soul? Because when it comes to somebody that's going to be having this energy here, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, she messed up. Remember, she said Amenadiel and Lucifer tricked her. And that's how she ended up becoming a demon. And so this whole time, like, that always sit on my mind, dude. It always sit on my mind when it comes to masculine, feminine, whoever. You know what I'm saying? But remember, she was like a domineering energy and very dominatrix-ish. A lot of black leather, you know, very sensual, you know, poses and stuff in the show. You know what I'm saying? And then I started looking at her features and I'm like, damn, she looked just almost like this girl too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all kind of things that just, you know what I'm saying? I think, again, knowing that something was going to be like this with me, right? You know, and I don't like to take it that way because people want to go too far with it, but it's just, you can't tell me how I see. And on with the different layers and levels to this. Some of us are very visual. And I think that, again, because I think some kind of binding spell or something was done that makes me deal more with sensing and feeling. And knowing, more empathic. That energy is, again, a lot of us are that way. That energy is something that has negative energy that gravitates towards you. You're going to be flooded with that energy. Again, it goes back to the Yeshua or Christ energy. Having to deal with these individuals, but also treating them still properly, which I feel like we're about to talk about in this text. Again, this light is already illuminated on us. This here, you know what I'm saying? So you think about if somebody was reincarnated or brought back, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just saying, star seeds in the 80s and shit, this is just making me think. You know what I'm saying? And again, I mean, are we, you know what I'm saying? Is somebody doing some kind of experiment? Is that what the leak was from the lab? But they didn't realize that some of us, you know what I'm saying, was already kind of there. And then whatever they did kind of multiplied that shit. Now, they say they came from a bat with a biting a human or something like that. But again, this an owl, right? But it kind of looked like the owl upside down, if you ask me. And look at these tears streaming down her face. Defend to the end the worthwhile. See, I look at creatures and beings. I don't fear any creatures or beings, any mythical, anything that they're saying, because I always see the cannibals and stuff like that. Breaking down those terms, it shows me what we really talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got people around here biting people and shit, you know, thinking that this is what it was really talking about, when, if, you know what I'm saying, it probably ain't even that deep. It's just to keep you from even wanting to know anything about it. Oh my goodness, I don't want to know anything about that. You know, I'm in church, you know, or I'm, you know, God. When really, you know, I think that it was for, because we do remember, you know, that King James had supposedly written a demonology, a book on demonology prior to the Bible. So again, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't look at I don't take things so serious, and I think that's why some of us are able to tap into certain energy like that. But you ain't gonna tell me that this don't look like the same thing that Queen of Cups is holding in her hand, and damn near what she got on her head. Because this is not, and we're gonna find out that this energy, Makita, it means not thus. That this is not thus. So again, we saw Sekhmet in that image, and the Sekhmet, and I believe this feminine energy that I'm talking about here in this picture, you know, I think the reason why we connected is I was dealing in Sekhmet energy, and I think she was too. And I'm just thinking like, well, hold on. We seen Segment, you know what I'm saying, when she went to be a house cat, then who was taking her place, you know what I'm saying, in the kingdom. Because I think they're going to be hiding something. They're going to be trying to hide Zion or something, the fact of something about Zion. But again, we got to use discretion here. So I'm going to gloss over a couple of things in here. If you want to read it on your own, you can. Even look at this, the dome though. Look at this dome here on this. Is this I'm about to say a mausoleum. A mosque. Look at that. Mask. Don't a mosque sound kind of like a mask? Look at this energy here, y'all. This reminded me of Hathor and the serpents again that are in the that were in the thing that was on her head. You know, it's also giving me energy, like I said, because there's source in the universe and there's men. And how, you know how when they put somebody, look at this card right here, a funeral. Now, you know when they go ahead and put somebody to, you know, what they used to do when it comes to the death chamber or whatever you might call it, okay? In jail, okay? That thing. They used to put, you know, in movies and stuff, they'll show you with that thing with the, look at the, oh yeah, these was the cards that was here. These was the cards that was here, y'all. Okay, look, are we on the right track? Okay, hold on. So again, we see the, what is it? Caliblir, you know what I'm saying, okay? But I was just thinking death and, oh, death row. Death row, okay? That's what it's called. Wow, this wreath kind of looked like something like a, you know, making me think about the crown of thorns or whatever, but it's really flowers. But anyways, they used to put that metal thing on there and shock you, you know, like, or even in like an insane asylum or something like that. Because today they ain't even got to remove you from your house. Yeah, here it is right here. Look at this. So who's spying on who? What the hell is going on here? Toe dipped all up in the water. I'm telling you, it's giving me, because again, all brown skin folk ain't your kin folk. Right? Okay. Where's my sneaky Pete? Where's the sneaky Pete energy? Come on now. Where's my sneaky Pete card at? Even the Queen of Swords. But she's actually she's actually on high though. Right? She's actually, and got a cherubim or whatever underneath her thing. But look at this butterfly that's trapped underneath here. Almost like that emblem for that USS Bruton with that star up underneath it. Ain't that some crazy shit? It really is. Oh, this was supposed to stay out because I'm going to need that. I'm telling you, something is what I'm telling you. Is something. Again, I ain't never here to tell you what it is, what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looked like to me. Here's Sneaky Pete. Ain't this the same kind of hat? Why am I thinking Russia? Maybe because, like I said, these are the old-fashioned hats that they used to have. And I don't know. I don't know what we can get from this. But the toe dipped in the water. Look, even the Page of Cups. Water. Who they talking to? Fish. The fishers of men. What does a fisher of men do? Catches people. Now, it could be for good or bad. I'm just saying. You got to use your own discernment for that. You got to use your own discernment for that part. Still, water energy. All water, so much more water energy. I'm telling y'all. Look at his legs. The strength of his legs is coming from blue, the water. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, most people in these cards don't have black on their boots or anything. But again, it's making me think about swarthy energy here. Again, the earth joining with the earth. As above, so below. Only somebody end up being black. Some group. Let's go ahead and read. I knew some. See, again, the capital. So again, what is she really doing? This is also spyware. I'm talking about do you get what I'm saying? I'm talking about, y'all know, did you ever seen like one of them shows, maybe even a cartoon or something like that, or maybe even like a movie or whatever, sci-fi movie, when they got like that little thing, even in Jupiter Ascending, I think that's what he had, some kind of spyware built into his eye. Do any of you sometimes get white flashing lights sometimes? I don't know why this still makes me think of Jesse. I don't know why I'm hearing Jesse. I don't know. It's a Jesse in my family tree. And when I look at that energy, I don't know. I see this energy here, but I'm upset. It's friendly, right? But once I found out and seen what was going on with her energy, with the energy of the moon, and with the energy of this J, and seeing that these are prominent women in the community with my people, and seeing that these governing forces and other forces were joined together and taking crafty counsel to keep me in a blinded status, the Empress, period. It just is what it is. These are gifts that have been given because, again, the cup been full. It's going to be full. There might be a couple of clogged pieces into it because, again, there's some shit that's going down. I think that there's been changes of hearts. I think this could be something that happened a while back. This could be something that, you know what I'm saying, might be pertaining to something that people might need to know in the future. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, that's just what I see. But we also got these horns here, again, make me think of Taurus. Taurus, the Taureau, and the Tarot. Look, the B and J. This energy, like I said, these women, you know, they may have gifts. They may even be high priestesses. They may even be feminines, but I wouldn't call them divine because I can see, and if we talk about divine, that's somebody that was not on divine, right? And maybe not included in denial. So that's why they in denial. I'm just saying, I just see the shit different. I'm the one that's just seeing it different. So again, do you believe in magic? I'm just saying, I don't know, y'all. I'm just I see things a little bit differently. And again, I know that a lot of the distractions and everything that have been sent in my life has been to keep me off kilter, or again, maybe even make me look some kind of way. But I'm just an open book when it comes to this storyline, because again, I feel like it's important that I had known, if I wish I would have known somebody that would have been able to talk kind of like this when I was going through what I was going through, so that they can help, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just something about it. It's something about it. It's very much something about it. So again, like I said, just knowing and seeing this energy right here, this is what we're talking about. All of these women, all of them, these women that, again, have been exalted, right? And that people are, you know, bowing down to. I feel like we're going to read about this in the Keeper and the Gods right now. They're all imposters. I mean, they've been built in the Build a Bitch workshop. They ain't got to be AI, like built up from the ground. They could just be altered. Meet me in the altar in your white dress. Look at this shit right here. Hold on. Listen. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, no. Okay. Why? I don't know. So we talking about hiding something here, right? We're talking about hiding something here. Oh my goodness. No wonder why I feel like a doppelganger energy. No wonder why I feel like there's somebody doing me better than me right fucking now. While the energy is telling me, oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. One day, when I know motherfuckers talking about me, you know what I'm saying? I know. Under the guise of other things. I feel that there was some repentance, and I think that I don't know what's going on right now. Like, I don't know. It's just a hurtful energy here. It is. Because it's just like, really? But I see where people might have been upset about me coming at certain individuals that may be close to individuals, why they felt like they wanted to do something that was very divisive, but I was not doing nothing but what Source sent me here to do. And it took some observing and some peeking in to see possibly that this person is not like that. And now someone feels bad about what the hell they did. But with the help of some of these so-called divine feminines, which are just feminines to me, from the Build a Bitch workshop, that want this throne, right? You see the mermaid energy here, right? And the maiden energy here. And she's black, well, dressed in black right here in the middle, all thick and everything. You see what I'm saying? Meet me at the altar in your white dress. So is somebody using my fucking identity? Like, this is what's, and I'm not saying that just from this reading. No, dude. This is from 1.5 years worth, and 12 years worth of getting ready for this shit right here. You understand what I'm saying? And being more casual and reserved, because I couldn't put it to pieces. Again, this is the energy. I've always been somebody with some type of integrity where, again, I don't like, there's been times in our household where we're like, oh, who took that $5? Well, I know you was just in here. Then you find out it was a whole nother motherfucker when it would come to the kids or something. You know what I'm saying? So and that can really hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the type of person that don't like to, you know what I'm saying, unless I know. But once I hear some shit come out your mouth and I see you and I see your energy, and now the Source is dealing with me directly with the energy, it is what it is. You'd already been, I already seen you. I didn't seen you. I see your energy, and now it's almost like this. It's almost like looking at this right here. See, you got motherfuckers sitting here looking at you, but I can see all this. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the same thing. That it's not this, like this beautiful thing, this legacy thing. No. It's like a demonic energy. I can see, actually, in dimensions, demons on people. In pictures, and I can sense them in videos and things of that nature. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can see them in the soil through images and things. You know how, some people have those cameras, whatever, where they take a picture of you and they can catch your aura. This is a case of some kind of stolen identity. I'm just figuring, I just feel like it's a bitch out here that's from the waters or in AI energy. And that don't mean no fucking robot. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, again, people using devices and tools that probably been left behind, right? By the military possibly, in order to spy on individuals such as the Empress, right? Again, Adam and the woman, or the man and the woman, right? They knew that they were naked, right? But was it something that they did? Or was it just because society wanted to make them naked because they didn't want them to be able to move into the greatness that they were? Because they thought they can tarnish that or take that away from them or trade bodies or places with a motherfucker and put them in it. And I think they halfway and already damn did. That's the funny part. I think you already done did. But again, it's almost like the Medusa energy, right? So you'll cut off that head cornerstone or that stone, right? Or that head person, right? Even make me think about the Empress energy again. What is this? These things are crawling out of her crown. It's not like a regular crown. Look, why her pineal laying over here on this tree? Don't even look like the right damn size. It don't even look like, you see what I'm saying? It don't even look like this match. And it's almost like she got a microphone. But shit, this staff kind of look like a microphone. And she got this sneaky serpent thing coming up, down up into her dress. You see this shit right here? But also, she's sitting on, this is talking about something that happened to do with the king or Solomon, right? Okay, in this Keeper in the Gods, where something had happened to somebody, had passed or died. Maybe that's why this is sitting here and I ain't moved it yet. And they said, let's go ahead and lay him somebody and put the something of law in there. These represent like writings or etchings to me. Like they did the queen, like they did a feminine energy in here. I don't want to say exactly what it was, but I know it was a feminine energy. So again, it's like probably cut. It's making me think they cut the masculine off. A magician is sitting here looking at me. They killed it. Death. They killed the connection. They killed the connection. So the Empress is sitting there, not even being protected, is what they're trying to do for defilement, right? And now we have all these strange individuals coming in through the thy borders, right? Again, all because somebody just want to do some shit. It's greed. It's something else. It's jealousy. It's strife. It's just people just, it's just disgusting, actually. And to see that these people are honored and respected within the community, and I can see, the people don't see, again, all of these arrows or all of these things that have been coming my way from these particular individuals and governing forces over the past year. And it's like, forget about it and move on and go on. Hell no. I'm going to do what the hell I've been sitting here to do, and I'm going to say what the fuck I'm going to say. I already had the strength. People think that what I do is because of weakness or something like, no, I just know I need to be precise. I need to make the right now. It's in a situation where shit, all eyes on me. I can't even really, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm feeling a sense of going, I can't even trust the motherfuckers that I probably supposed to even trust right now. You know what I'm saying? So again, and now as much as it's just at a point where it's just like so much is going on. It's like, whatever, what the fuck is it? Well, I'm not scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the point where it's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever. It really is just like whatever at this point. Like, but nobody show their face. Nobody show their face. They can't take it. And you ain't got to. I know who the fuck I am. And that's just what it is at the end of the day. It ain't gonna be another motherfucker. Somebody denied the cup. Maybe they changed their mind at this point. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they changed their mind just because they want, you know what I'm saying, after all this shit. For the past 6 months or so. And like I said, it's just something about mixing DNA. It's something about something like this. So they need that. They need the fruitfulness of the Empress, right? Because either we're dealing with entities that are not who they say they are or what they say they are, or we're dealing with people, again, that's barren. And there's a reason why they're barren. Possibly. This is not me being rude or mean or anything. But then you got these women, these girls, we'll say girls, that are using all of these things, witchcraft and all this other stuff, in order to mess with other people's temple or their body or their womb. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, actually. It's disgusting. All because they want you left out in the cold. Because remember, when it comes to royals, you know what I'm saying, the women got to be able to produce heirs. Right? All of them illusion. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm just so glad. It's like a rebirth or being cleaned or being washed from these illusions, some of them so dirty and foul that people were sending. Again, this is the one, this is her, this is again, in the world, in my own little bubble, in my own little thing, only seeing myself at first. Who the fuck I'm in competition with? There ain't no such thing as no competition when it comes to this position. The only thing somebody can do is try to trap me again. It must be in that seal that we seen. It must be something that they're used to doing. It's not a generational curse because of what the people did. It's something that motherfuckers thought to do to a certain group of people that were gifted. And that's what ended up happening. A certain God or Lord decided to do this to a people because they feared them, because they are the truth, the light bearers, or again, the legacy of fucking light. Period. And again, with the assistance of that energy here. It hurts to trust. I feel like that I feel like it just is what it is. But I feel like when it comes to one of these masculines, it's hard for them to see me in my full power and potential. And I think one of the masculines, it may have something to do with, again, a feminine energy and spell work and shit like that. But again, I think this is the leak. Is she up in here like some kind of lab rat or somebody stuck in some jar or something? This is the leak here. A connection that couldn't be stopped. A force. Something that could not be stopped. That they weren't that smart, and they weren't that aware, and that's what happened. It's what they did. They know exactly what the fuck they did. But again, is this a breath of God, or a God, or the most ancient God, or that energy, that Adonai energy of the Hebrew energy? Now, I know what he looked like on this card, but I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? And look how they sculpted. Look at this energy that's wrapped around her. It kind of looked like a dragon or like a vulture energy, right? And look, it's something sculpting her body, etching it out, shaping it, molding it, forming it. And she got her 2 wands. I'm telling you, this is my aha moment when it's up like this. I'm telling y'all, this shit is crazy. Actually, it really is. It really is. Because people don't want to do the work and they don't want to cleanse themselves, so they'll rather just take from somebody else. We're going to go ahead and read the text next. And this just cracked me up, like how the King of Pentacles is sitting here like all like this, and I think the Queen of Pentacles only got one little pentacle, and she's sitting there looking sad, and he looking like whatever shit. I got mine. Let's see if we can find it real quick before we go, okay? Because again, I don't know. This is love and war. It seems like there might be matters of the heart. Maybe there has been a change of heart, but it's like, dude. Oh my God. Can you imagine being some kind of way about having a connection to an energy and being like, this is an energy you can like share everything with, and then now you have to worry if this is the actual energy that's like really, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might be mad he had to empty out some of these cups. You know what I'm saying? Solomon was, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he the only one that had a lot of women or whatever. But, I mean, this is what we're going to talk about in this text here. Right? Because, again, it feels like there is this energy here. Now, the whole world is like, okay, after everything and knowing everything, now it's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And it should be a natural that. I'm so fucking hard-headed, dude. But nobody knows what me, again, in my commune with Source before all this happened. When things were pleasant. In the air. At some point in time, I feel like this is the energy that came in. But I'm wondering if it's a pretend. because I know what I sense when it comes to that energy. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, it's like all her fruit is gone. She really stuck with twigs and vines and shit. Dirt, a little bit of water over here. The stone hard thing. She ain't got no cushions or nothing under her booty. You know what I'm saying? She got this red covering on, but she really got the white underneath that. You know, this almost look like one of them. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but like a dunce hat or something like that. Because again, you know, or that hat you get put on your head when you got to go in the corner. Even though it's not shaped like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like something is on top of it fighting, battling. Yeah, but it's actually looked like some kind of bird with 2 wings actually too. So like a helmet, like that kind of helmet. You know what kind I'm talking about. She just looked defeated. I guess that's how a motherfucker wanted me to be looking. Probably even with some straight jacket thing on. Look at this little strap across her chest. I'm just saying. It's funny because that's how somebody thought. Look at this girl. Look at this girl. Oh, no, girl. Look at this shit right here. Oh, man. Why it look like a girl in here kissing a frog? Or something. Trapped up under here. You know what? Almost look like a cow's head, though. It's almost like she's riding on something. Like, forget you and that horse you rode in on or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And look at that baby at the top here. Because, you know, they took all her damn fruit. Look, even this little baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just to be honest with you, it looked like bones and stuff. But it also looked like pears, like black leaves and tarnished things and pears and stuff like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I get like an energy of barrenness or something here. Not even really barrenness, but grief. Maybe even thinking that might be the case because of the damage that's been done by these fucking people. But you'll notice that her cloak here is gold and everything, but it does turn green here at the bottom. Maybe it's residue from the bags of money she should be dragging behind her that the government or somebody else owed that ass. Because she only got 1 pentacle left. The pentacles is gold or yellow. The gold or yellow stop here. And it turned into green. Maybe this is a Bitcoin. It's not funny. The parts ain't funny, but that part was funny. Okay. Again, it's not funny because I feel like shit. This was me at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm at the point where, you know, it's not even okay. Prior to this, it would have been the laugh to keep from crying, right? But at this point, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to be, at least when it comes to holding yourself together. You know what I'm saying? I done went through a lot of fucking processing this shit. Like, really. The past, I'm one of those people that bounce back like quick. When it comes to trauma. And I think some of us just been built like that. Because I just see it for what the fuck it is. It's no surprise to me. It's the sense of knowing. And I don't care what people think. You can, you know what I'm saying? Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. The King of Cups. Yep. The fish. Look, I'm just telling you, this is just what I see here. Right? We're going to go ahead and read this and we're going to see if it make any damn sense. But I'm just was using the cards just as visuals, just like do a visual like storytelling right there, dude. The King of Wands. He got the green around his neck. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? I just remind me of that herringbone necklace that I used to have with my cousin Fred. It was a thick herringbone necklace like this. And it was like real gold. But that's when I had like gold on every finger from my, you know, high school sweetheart days. And again, Fred, you know, that was my cousin or whatever, but my boyfriend bought me all the rings or whatever, but I just wanted that necklace too. You know what I'm saying? And since I was the baby, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it came to our crew, our cousin crew or whatever. Yeah. Them days. Man, I don't know. I just was thinking about Fred, man. Freeman. Wow. In music. I'm about to say we used to leave school, but we didn't even make it. We would just ride around and listen to music or go to his house and just listen to music, dude. Man. Yeah. But I'm about to say he's not here with us anymore, but I don't know. I beg to differ. I feel like something just told me, yes, you know what I'm saying? One of the people that's actually, you know what I'm saying, there right now with you. Crazy. All right, y'all. I'll be back.